Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. It's Lucy Sturgis here from Lucy Sturgis Cycling and Adventures, and I am spending a cosy morning inside. So we had Storm Goretti overnight. I live in Leicester and I think Cornwall was the worst hit by that. So for us in Leicester we had snow. The snow started settling at early evening, so like 7-8 o'clock at night, and then by the time I went to bed, there was already rain coming in. So now the roads are just covered in slush. It's just slushy. I mean, I was thinking yesterday evening, I would love to do a snowy camp, but snow and rain, nah, I'm not interested. So anyway, today the roads are an absolute slush bath and I am staying cozy, I'm inside. But also I thought I'd just take the opportunity whilst I've got a bit of time at home and I can't be out doing what I love, to tell you a little bit about my camp out that I did in -4 degrees. So that's something that I've been wanting to do for ages. I've been wanting to do like a really frosty camp. So when I saw the forecast last week, it was the perfect opportunity for me to get out and do that. Beautiful clear skies, those dry, cold days that I absolutely love. So they're ideal just for adventure where it's cold, frosty outside, but not wet. Not like we've got at the moment. Anyway, what the things that I thought I'd tell you about were some of the questions that I've had since. So firstly, what camping kit I use. So I'm just gonna talk you through that a little bit. So I don't actually have a lot of 4-season camping kit. I have 3-season camping kit and I just doubled up on a few of those items. So one thing that I think is really key when camping in cold conditions is a decent sleeping mat. Everyone thinks about the sleeping bag, but actually the sleeping mat is the thing that's going to keep you warm because you're getting off the ground. So the ground is cold, you need to be getting yourself off the ground. I have this sleeping mat, which is the Alpkit Whisper. As always, I'm not sponsored by Alpkit. These are just bits of kit that I've collected and a lot of it seems to be Alpkit. But Alpkit, if you're watching equally, you know, I'm your girl, hook me up, you know, help a girl out. Ka-ching. Cheeky plug. Yeah, so Alpkit Whisper. And this is a 3-season sleeping mat. It has a compact packed size of 740 grams, so it's quite light. It is a little bit, it feels like it's a little bit bulky, but still, I just think this is worth it. Even in summer, I just like to be comfy, so who doesn't, you know? I value my comfort over like everything being super light these days. So it folds down into this pack, and this also acts as an inflator, so you can use this to inflate the mat itself. I personally just prefer to just blow it up myself, so that's what I always do, and you can have that up and inflated within minutes. Yeah, so it's quite good. I'm a side sleeper, so I can't sleep on my back, I just can't do it. And I feel that almost makes you a bit colder because you're kind of, your area touching the ground is smaller, and I think that sort of pushes you further down. My sister has a thermarest mat and she really rates that. She's like, get a thermarest mat. And yeah, my sister does a lot more outdoor camping than me. Shout out to Katie, she's, yeah, pretty hardcore. Yeah, so that is the mat that I choose to use. And yeah, I've been really pleased with it, so yeah, Alpkit Whisper. So next up, sleeping bags. I actually, when I camped last week, I used 3 sleeping bags. So I've got a 3-season sleeping bag, a goose liner, and then also my summer sleeping bag. So this sleeping bag is the Pipedream 400. It's not on here at all. Top tip, don't keep your sleeping bags in the stuff sack down bags. It's not good for the down. So I keep them in the larger cases here. So this is the Pipedream 400, which is the 3-season sleeping bag, and this is a cozy bag. I love this. Yeah, so zips, of course. It's got a little pocket on the inside, just here for storing things, and it's got the little hood. So with the hood bit, I usually tend to put my pillow in there because camping pillows, they just slide around all over the place. Yeah, so decent bag. So I had that one, that was the middle one. The one I had closest to me was my goose liner. which is something that my sister actually gave me, and it's been an excellent piece of kit, excellent for winter camping. So my second bag here is where I have my summer sleeping bag. So that's my summer bag. This is my Goose liner. This is a no frills video as usual. What you see is what you get with me. So what I love about this is it's actually a quilt, and it has these little poppers so that you can actually fix it around yourself. And what I love about it is that it almost feels like you're wearing a layer of down. I'm not a technical person, so don't quote me on anything technical. It's got its own little stuff sack here for when you are actually traveling, but again, I don't store them in the stuff sacks. A very key thing with down sleeping bags, you don't get them wet, so you know they're not to be washed, and yeah, it's just really important to look after them. So yeah, so Goose liner, had that around me. On top of that, 3-season sleeping bag, and then on the outside I had my summer sleeping bag. This one's a really loose bag, a really lightweight sleeping bag. But yeah, it's all about layers when keeping warm in winter. That's the bin man. Okay, so tents and pillow. So the tent that I use is the Alpkit Soloist. I'm not going to get this out fully, but I did just want to show you, yeah, the Alpkit Soloist. So this tent I've travelled with a lot. I've taken it, I've had a lot of nights out camped in this tent. So the Alpkit Soloist, it weighs just over 1 kilogram, packs down super small. It's in this outer bag at the moment, but yeah, that's the whole tent, and there's lots of air in there, so you can really compress that down. I fit it in a saddle bag, a bike packing saddle bag behind my bike, and I've also put it in a handlebar bag. I just thought I'd show you also my little pillow, which is another bit of kit that I'm really pleased with. So this is the Sea to Summit Eros pillow, this tiny little thing, and this was a good investment. So it's not so cheap. I think I paid about £55 for this, but it's been just a really good investment. And then my sister's friend Claire recommended it to me. Shout out to Claire if you're watching. Yeah, so this is a really good little piece of kit. I might as well just inflate this for you. So you've got 2 little things here, so one for inflating, one for deflating. So I'll just pull this off here. Done. So yeah, this has got, it's got a layer of down on top, and then yeah, it just feels nicely comfortable. So this sort of material means that it doesn't slip around as much. I think that's what they call, the pillow lock system, probably for use with one of their mats or something. Yeah, and so then like inflate, deflate just there. So yeah, that's a really good little piece of kit that I've been very pleased with. So yeah, that's basically all the kit that I had with me when I did my Sub-Zero camp. And obviously then it's about layers, so clothing. I think I had 2 pairs of leggings on, one being like a fleece lined pair of leggings, jumper, shirt, base layer. I wore my jacket as well. I had a woolly hat on, and I did have 3 pairs of socks, including my alpaca wool socks that I got when I was up on the Outer Hebrides at the Alpaca Cafe rescue place, which was an amazing experience. Yeah, so that's a little bit more about the kit. Have you got any questions? Can I tell you anything else? What else would you like to know? You guys always say you would like more videos with me detailing kit and telling you a little bit more about that. I know I'm really bad at doing that, so I aim to do it a little bit more, so keep watching. And if there's anything else you want me to share, just let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Yes, so there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay warm, and keep up the outdoor adventures. Thanks.